So guys, we are starting our discussion on simple linear regression. What it is, it's damn easy, it's damn obvious and intuitive. So I've given a data in front of you. On the left side you have number of mangoes and the amount you have to pay to purchase those mangoes. You know, for 10 it is 1000, for 7 it is 700, for 12 it is 1200. Can you predict for 20 mangoes how much price will you have to pay? Huh? $2,000. Am I correct? I mean, yeah, this was very fast and quick and easy calculation. But if you peel the layers of your thought, your mind must have gone, what your mind did was, it looked at the historical data and your mind tried to find out uh, the connection between number of mangoes and the amount. And you realize that looks like one mango is worth $100. So when you take the same data and put it on the graph, you know, the horizontal axis is the number of mangoes and the vertical axis is the amount. Of course, when you're purchasing 0 mangoes, so the value which you're going to pay is 0. But then when you take 1 mango, it's going to be worth 100. When you take 2 mangoes, it is going to be worth 200. And then when you take, like 3 mangoes, it is going to be worth 300. And of course, then we spoke about, 10 mangoes, it is going to be worth 1000. Now, when you put all this information on the graph, and you kind of realize and you connect all this dot, what you get is the linear equation. So now when we are predicting that, oh, okay, you know what, there are 20 mangoes, you are taking this same line and extending it further up. And then maybe you're saying that, oh, okay, it would be, maybe worth 2000. That's how you kind of predict it. So you took this linear equation, this is a linear graph, a linear line, and you just stretched it straight further ahead. Now when you did that, you made an assumption, or you did not make an assumption, like you looked at the historical data and you realized that every time when one mango is increasing, the amount is increasing by 100. Every time, like 2 to 3, 200 becomes 300. It is increasing by 100. So if you observe, when the number of mangoes increases by 1, the amount increases by 100. So that becomes your kind of a slope, how do I explain this? Like this much and this much is 100, 1, and are you getting it? Like horizontal line is, I don't know if I can zoom in, let me see. The horizontal black color line is 1 and the vertical black color line is 100. Are you getting it?
Yes.
I'll zoom out. किधर गया? हाँ ये रहा. हाँ, so ये रहा. I'll just kind of do it at the proper place. So it is like basically when it goes like this and then it is increasing by this. Then 2 becomes 3 and it increases by 100. Then 3 becomes 4, it increases by 100. Are you getting it? Looking at the steps, the size of the staircase, like the height of the staircase is 100 over here. Are you getting it? So that becomes the slope and it is in a way constant over here. So what you did was, you use one of the famous equation which is called y is equal to a plus b into x. What is x? X is your independent variable. Uska jo value hai is not affected by y. In fact, but y ka jo value is affected by the independent variable. So y becomes your dependent variable. In this context, your y is the amount or the price which you're trying to find out. That is your y. The amount which you're going to pay is dependent on how many mangoes you take. And your x is the independent variable. And in this context, it is basically the number of mangoes. And then what is the amount per mango? If the answer is $100. So you took $100 and you multiplied it with number of mangoes, and the starting point is 0, the alpha, the intercept which is called. Are you getting it? That is how. So you looked at the historical data and you yourself came up with this equation in your mind, and later, based on this relationship which you have quantified between number of mangoes and amount, between amount and number of mangoes, based on this quantified relationship which is historically based on historical observation, when I asked you to predict by what will be the amount when I am purchasing 20 mangoes, so you just did 20 into 100 plus 0, you know you just did that, and that's how you arrived at the answer of $2000. What I'm making you realize is that you created a linear equation in your mind, although it happened in a fraction of a second, but you created this linear equation in your mind, which is y is equal to a plus bx. A is the intercept, the starting point of the line. B is the slope, by how much the slope, the line kind of keeps on going up, the slope increases by how much, and it is constant over here. And x is the independent variable, the number of mangoes. That's what you did. You always knew this is linear regression, by the way. You always knew linear regression. You realize that the amount which you have to pay is dependent on one variable, one factor over here, which is the number of mangoes. So you always knew this. I am just trying to kind of quantify that, or give name to that calculation which you already knew. Are you getting it? And this is linear regression. It is helping you establish relationship between dependent variable, I'll use red color, between dependent variable and independent variable. And when you say that, when the independent looking at historical data, and once you know that independent variable changes, that will lead to change in the dependent variable, and you use this regression equation to understand many other things, like when the returns of the company changes, what are the reasons which leads to the change in the returns of the company. Is it the market return? Is it the GDP of the country? Is it the inflation? Is it the growth rate? It could be many reasons. We are just trying to explore those reasons. We are just trying to understand, is it actually the case? And once we are able to find out and establish that yes, it is the market return which is affecting the company return, we use that same very equation which we have derived based on historical data to predict the returns of the company. This is the use case of regression in the context of finance. Are you getting it?
Yes.